So hey you guys, this is Glamazante and I'm back with another video, and today's video is going to be all about this two-tone hairstyle that I ended up dyeing. I'm really excited to show you guys the look and how I achieved it, so definitely stay tuned. So first things first, I needed 3 colors of dye to achieve this look. I used the Adora Ruby Red. I also used Jet Black, of course, and I used Intense Red as well. Now with mixing the 2 reds inside of this pretty much glass mixing bowl, I noticed that the color still had maybe a little bit of a pinker undertone to it. So I did end up putting maybe 1 or 2 drops of black dye in that to basically make it be a little bit more of the red that I like, but you don't need to use a lot of the dots. Like you literally just do like a little drop, like the smallest amount. Now with doing this, you guys know I love to do the watercolor method and just dye hair, but with red hair it tends to stain the lace sometimes. So I said, you know what, I'm not even gonna do that. I'm actually going to take my time and go through and do it piece by piece by piece. Now I did dye it black, the ends of it at first, and then I decided to go back in and do it again. So this is the process you guys are seeing of it now. Now this wig is actually from Ashimary. This is a 613 wig, of course, as you guys can tell how it started. It is 26 inches and 250% density. So this is a very thick wig. It's pretty good quality. And it takes the dye very, very well. But I took my time with just going through piece by piece because I honestly wanted to make sure that I did not get the roots. So it eats even a little. I could have went down a little bit deeper on the roots, but I didn't. I just wanted to stay away from it because I just wanted it to not stain the lace at all. So then next, towards the back part, I didn't really care about getting it on the roots in the back because nobody was going to see it. And in the back, it is going to just be some tracks back there because this wig actually is a lace front wig, so it's no lace in the back. And I just went through, you know, you see me just spreading it out and putting it on regular, but I wasn't being careful back here at all anyway because nobody was going to see it. But you guys see the top part, just how precise that is and just how it's very clean and it's barely on a lace. I normally do not do that look at all, but when I tell you it was such an incredible payoff, like it was worth doing that, worth the wait of doing it because the lace turned out like immaculate. Now with the black, I noticed that my black dye wasn't dark as I would like it to do, so I did the watercolor method on this, but I did not put much water inside of there because I didn't need much. And I did it in 2 halves because I wanted to dip it and then make sure I could concentrate on it, then kind of rinse that part a little bit, not rinse it, but drain it out a little bit, and then start with the top because I just didn't want to throw it in like all at the same time. So I did 2 sections of it, and this is just a jet black dye. I'm letting it saturate, and then I pulled that part down, you guys, and see kind of how I maneuvered with doing it carefully because I did want it to be red roots, but I didn't want it to go up too high. So that was just my way of making sure that I kept everything in control. And with doing this, you guys, make sure you're very careful because when I tell you it is easy to get this black dye everywhere. Like that's why I even had a glove on because I was not taking any chances at all. So next with this wig, I don't know why, but lately I have just been wanting my wigs to be so much thicker. So I did end up deciding to sew some black tracks in the back of it, just a few though, not many at all. But you actually don't need to at all. With doing this wig, you do not need to sew tracks in it. But with me, I've been going for a much fuller look because I actually wanted to do a half up, half down style on it. So I just wanted to make sure it was a lot of hair back there. But this is the wig in its entirety, and you guys see it in its natural state. It's really pretty, has like a natural wave to itself. And I'm just now going to go through and press it. With pressing this, I wasn't able to go through with one press. I had to do two because I just want to let you guys know sometimes when I straighten hair I can go through with one press, but with this I actually was going through I think the heat was on maybe like 475, and then I decided to do 2 presses through. So I just took my time, but you guys see it's very thick, It looks really good. And I only added like maybe 2 tracks, and you can kind of see the one right there, but not many at all. But the hair is extremely thick. Even with me pressing it, you guys see I had to keep going like press because it is a lot of hair. And then when I got to the front, this is after it's been rinsed out, and just look how the roots look so good. And I also noticed that with doing this method, it actually helped my wig to adhere a lot better. And I'm going to tell you, well, I'm going to show you guys when I get to that portion of how it made my wig look a lot better just by the roots not going all the way down. But this is what it looked like. Really pretty. The color took really well. And this is my new setup, y'all. I've been working on it for a little while, but it's not finished, but so cute. I love it. Now with doing my new wig method of laying my wigs, this is knee highs. I decided to start using pantyhose because they are way thinner. I've been using them for a while. I believe I talked about them on my vlog channel. I also believe I talked about them on this channel, but that's the particular brand I like to use. And then next, I just go ahead and spray on the spray tan that I love to use, Tan Glow, and I'm gonna cut the ear holes out. But something new that I have been doing consistently is making sure I spray, or you know, put your foundation on, your powder on, or whatever you're going to use, put that on the cap before you actually put the glue on. Before I used to put the glue on and then put the coloring over top of it, but now I put the coloring on first and then let it dry, and then I go ahead and use the glue. In this video, I'm going to be using the Bold Hold Active, and I'm just going to do a very thin layer, almost to the point where when it looks dry, it almost looks like it isn't enough glue holding it. But even myself, I was like, oh my god, did I put enough glue? But when it dried, it just dried so clear that I was like, okay, I don't know. But then I ended up cutting it off, and it worked perfectly. So you only need the one little thin layer of the glue. And I told you guys I went to Arrogant Taste class, so that's where I learned this. And with doing this portion, I'm actually going to take that same spray and put it on just like a regular piece of paper and use this little brush I got. And I'm actually going to color or tint the inside of my lace and then allow that to dry. And then next, I'm going to take my smallest little pair of scissors, and I'm going to pull the cap back a little bit past the part of where it's glued, not past the part where, just a little bit past where it's glued at. So it's like I'm cutting the glued areas. That way it's extra sticky there, and it's not like a lot of frillies. And I did burn myself. This was from a while, maybe like a couple days ago, so don't pay that no mind. And I'm just putting my wig on to make sure that it's going to lay correctly. And the reason I said it made my wig lay much better is because you guys see how you can see the roots. I just used that same little Tan Glow color and put that on the blonded roots that I didn't dye, and it just made it look more scalpy. You don't need to leave much blonde, but just a little bit of blonde will go a long way, and it will have your wig looking that much more laid. And now I'm going to actually go ahead and put one layer of glue, very thin, and then spread that out. Allow that to completely dry to the point where it's clear. That way when I go to put my next thing of glue on, it will stick a lot better. Now I only use maybe the one layer for the ball cap and 2 layers for my wig, and my wigs actually last maybe almost 2 weeks. But if you need more glue, of course put on more layers, because ultimately it's going to make the wig lay even longer. Y'all know I switch my hair out pretty often. I don't even normally wear my wigs for 2 weeks. So with this, I just wanted a hold that was going to last for maybe a week and a half. And after that, I just pull it on when it's a little tacky. I know some people say for the second layer, the one you're going to use to adhere the wig, you should wait until it's like more clear, but I like it to actually melt while it's on my head, because I sometimes feel like when you wait too long for it to get tacky, it dries up. And I'm just brushing the hairs out the way, that way when I go to put my band on, and no hairs are caught inside of it. So I do go ahead and brush and keep it back, and I just use another pantyhose to actually hold down the wig. And a new thing I also been using is not tweezers. Tweezers take so freaking long. So I've actually been using pliers. And one time I just was so sick of plucking, and I just used my pliers one time, and it worked so much faster. But you have to be extremely careful because it will rip the lace. You cannot like pull and rip because it will rip the hair out. It's almost like gradual little pulls. And this is how I pluck my hairs. On my wigs, it only take me maybe like 5 minutes to pluck a wig now. My hands don't be hurting. The tweezers don't be bothering me. I don't have no problems. And with this, I'm just taking the little scissors and doing little jagged lines because I don't want you to see a harsh demarcation. And I'm gluing down the little ear tabs because they didn't catch really well. And this is actually a elastic band that the brand has sent me with my wig. Very durable. Definitely helped the latest wig a lot better, boo. And this is what it's given so far. Really cute. And I'm going to go ahead and spray my spray onto the brush. That way it can make my wig lay a little bit more flatter. And also, I know you guys see that middle part is not giving as clean as possible. So I do want to use my NARS red lip and just take a little bit on the eyebrow brush and go through and redo my part a little bit darker. These are some parts that could have been a little bit more dye. So, you know, just be mindful.
Okay, y'all. So I know I have not talked pretty much the whole entire video, but here it is. This is my ending look of my hair. Really, really love this hair. It looks really good. It's luxurious. It's really, really good, luxurious. And the hair actually takes color very well. So I'm overall happy with this look. I know I got the look inspiration originally from Arrogant Tay, and then once I got that look inspiration, I seen Carisha was wearing it on tour because you guys know City Girls is on tour right now. If you did not know, them my girls. So I was like, okay, let me go ahead and get this out the way. I posted on my vlogging channel first, so y'all need to come over there and look because that's where everything is at. But it looks really good. I like it. It's different for me. I think I want to do the little 2 ponytails up and like knot them up, but I don't know if I want to do it for my look today or not. I could go ahead and give y'all a little mini cap, but if I don't, if I do decide to end up doing it, I will give you guys a clip. If I don't, then, you know, I just don't, because I actually like it down. I was gonna style it up, but I was like, oh, I really like it down, so I might just leave it down for a little bit. But yeah, this is the look. Definitely cute. It honestly gave me very Halloween ready, but I wasn't even going for that at all. Like, I wasn't going for a no Halloween look, because y'all know Halloween is not even like one of my favorite places. Halloween is not really one of my favorite holidays. Even though it's really close to my birthday, it's not like I'm a Halloween girl. But here's the look. Here's the look, and I did a makeup look. I filmed this makeup look and did a tutorial on that as well. So if you guys are interested, that will be up probably right before this video or after this video. I'm not for sure how I'm going to do my video schedule this week. Also, don't forget to use my coupon code if you guys are interested in any of this look. So definitely let me know, and I will see you guys in my next video. I love you guys.